yet. Not yet. Not showing on YouTube. But we'll wait. Hello, hello. There I am. Hello, everybody. I know we're not very happy today after the 27-21 loss against the Washington football team, but we are here live and ready to listen to all of your frustrations, answer your questions, and just talk a little bit about the Panthers and how they played today. So, Chris,
Me popping up, right?
whoa, there he is. I was just about to introduce him. Chris Jenkins.
And we got to get used to this one mic thing
yeah.
that we will have fixed. And it wasn't broken, right?
Yeah.
You said that it wasn't broken. I kind of forgot something, and that's something. I could hold the mic to pretend, but it doesn't work. But nevertheless, glad that we're here for our first ever live post-game show on the field immediately after the game, something that we haven't done before, but I wanted to do because we just played the Washington football team. I didn't say the other name. And it's the first home game after Cam Newton has returned home. So I figured what's a better thing to do than live. We'll have our normal show where we tell you everything from our feedback from the game, but it's an interactive show. For what reason? I was about to call you Cameron.
I thought you were going to call me Cam. I'm like, Cam?
Cameron. I have a stepson named Cameron now. So I got all these. I feel like I'm old. Anyway, we're not going to go off.
He kind of is.
Topic here. For what reason, Lauren, are we live?
We're live because this is interactive, and we aim to be the number one place for fans to come, ask questions, and, just chat. Right now I want to say express all of your frustrations because that's the right thing to do.
You can have frustrations.
Yes.
You should have some frustrations, right?
Yes, you should.
I'm going to tighten this camera just a little.
All righty. Tighten it? Oh, whoa. Hello.
There we go. All right, so you want to start? Let's say the final score of the game. Let's give the.
Oh, I gave it to him before you were down. I'll do it again. 27 Washington football team, 21 Carolina Panthers.
Okay, and start loading us up with the comments. Lauren's going to help facilitate all the questions that you all will be asking us. Please let us know what you're thinking. That's why we're live right now. But let's start, Lauren, if you don't mind. Yes. You got that injury report. Who all got binged up today?
So today, Dante Jackson was injured.
Okay.
Went into the injury tent, but then he returned.
Okay.
But Dennis Daly did not return with a glute injury, which you typically don't hear. I mean, people definitely get injured with their glutes, but you typically don't hear that, especially not in the press box. So hearing today Dennis Daly would not return with the glute injury was definitely different.
It was. Yeah, I kind of kept thinking the same thing, like glute. What's actually going on? So.
But other than that, there were really no injuries. I mean, I'm sure a few guys had some cramping and stuff like that, but that's typical for every game. So the only notable injuries that I know of and that I watched happen were Dante Jackson and Dennis Daly.
Okay, so what about right now? We're probably in a completely empty stadium. I don't see anybody in the stands, just a bunch of us people working. Cam Newton, all week. It's not I'm back, it's we're back. Mm-hmm. I want energy. I'm giving away 50 tickets. I know I'll have at least 50 people that are screaming. Talk about the atmosphere coming into the stadium today and during the game. Even though we get a little bit of handicap because we're inside the press box, it's enclosed, but give me your take on that.
So today's game was definitely unlike any other game. Absolutely. I saw people on Twitter saying that it was quiet in here, and I 100,000,000,000% disagree with that statement. It was the loudest it's been all season, and I want to give thanks to Cam for that because I feel like Cam really brought us something to look forward to and be excited about given the way that the season's gone. Although we did lose today, I feel like it was a solid game, but regardless of how the outcome of the game was, I feel like the energy in here continued to remain constant throughout the game. You feel the same?
Yeah, it was good energy, but I will tell you, I was trying to do so much today, trying to make sure I got all my notes for this post-game show. I did think one time I kind of felt something as far as the stadium moving a little bit, but I feel like it's a big handicap, even though I love it because I don't want to be out. I'm going to sound like a prima donna, but it's the truth. I don't want to be out.
Spoiled.
I don't want to be out in these elements. Like, as it gets cold, it's really, really bad. And then there's a few stadiums where I know in London we were like completely out in the bowl with everybody, and it was so loud. I was struggling to focus. But anyway,
Yeah.
it was a good thing.
It was good. I feel like now, even though we lost today, I feel like the stadium is going to continue to remain pretty packed.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like the energy is higher now. People have more to look forward to.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was really impressed today by the turnout. And gosh darn it, I don't think I can remember the exact number of tickets sold, but they did say it was sold out.
I'd say if it was sold out, 72,000 something.
I want to say it was 77. No, it probably wasn't.
Yeah. So we're going to go through again. Normally we'll have things really, really orchestrated, but I want to go live. So you're going to see us maybe jump around a little bit as we go through some things. But as we do, leave us your questions. Let us know how you're feeling about this game. One thing, Lauren, that I want to talk about is, did you see Chuba today?
No, I did not.
No. So we didn't see Chuba Hubbard today. And I kind of I feel like I know why and understand why. I saw last week with Amir getting the split carries with Chuba. So it was Christian at the top. Then it was Amir and Chuba splitting carries. But Chuba had a fumble. And I'm like, that's a little tough. And Amir honestly has been pretty similar to Chuba in his performance. But he has this little thing better than Chuba that he does, which is catch passes out of the backfield. So we didn't see any Chuba today. And I feel like that's because he had the fumble. Look at the two guys and say, you know what, let's just give him more to Amir. But even Amir himself did not have that many carries today. It was really more about the Christian McCaffrey show today. So that was one of my observations from today's game. Cam Newton, his first game back in Carolina starting. I think we got spoiled a little bit by how exciting it was with Cam returning when he played in Arizona, coming out first few times he touches the ball, touchdown. Next time he touches the ball, touchdown. So you're like wanting to see all that. And I feel like that spoiled us pretty quick. I feel like it spoiled me. Like, man, this game is flat. And it really wasn't a flat game. It was actually a very competitive game. It's a different kind of game than we're used to seeing this Carolina Panthers team play. Because really, Coach Rule has talked about it for probably about a month now, saying he wants to run the ball more. But this is, in my opinion, really only the second week that we've actually gotten into that. And so when you're running the ball that much, you're not going to have like 50 points a game and like super excitement about like big chunk plays. You're just going to have steady progress going down the field. And to me, that's what you saw, steady progress on us, steady progress on Washington. And it was just kind of like a little tit for tat kind of game. But Cam Newton was a big part of that. And we need some more equipment out here so I can have a little stand for my monitor. But I'm just going to pick it up here. Who's that? I don't know. We're just like looking at people. We're not used to doing post-game shows. but Cam Newton had 10 rushes, 46 yards. But I'm going to also talk about the way that Cam performed throwing the rock today. Cam did really, really good. He was 21 of 27, had a passer rating of 120.5. So from a performance standpoint, I don't think you could ask for much better of a game plan. To when Cam was coming back, I said, let's not make Cam try to do something that was like the 25-year-old Cam before injuries and things like that. Let's try to take advantage of his running abilities. He has an arm, but he's not going to be throwing the ball. Let's not try to go vertical a lot. And we didn't. I think there was a few passes that were maybe about the 20 to 30-yard range, but you didn't see him go to launch the ball down the field at any point today, which I like. It was good. To me, we played exactly within what our capabilities are right now to give Cam Newton a freaking 120.5 passer rating. Really, really good. And he rushed the ball 10 times. So between him and McCaffrey, Christian had 10 rushes. Cam had 10. We overall had 21. 21. Is this right? 21? I feel like we could have had more.
I think that's right.
I wonder what the time of possession was. I might try to look that up before the end of the game. But that's my take on Cam Newton right there.
Yeah, he did solid. People were expecting more of him, and I don't know why. The one thing I was shocked about is that PJ Walker didn't play. That's my biggest shock, I guess, because I really thought that they would split some. Cam's still new. I understand he's played here before, but it's a lot different. It's been a while since he's been back. So I was really shocked to see that he played every single snap.
You know what I did? I went into that press conference. I said, hey, Coach Rule, Lauren wants to know, and I need to talk about it. What the heck's up with not playing PJ Walker? I did ask him that. Different tone. Oh, okay. But I did ask him. He said that the plans were to play PJ Walker, but the coaching staff felt like Cam Newton, as I just read you the stats there, he was doing pretty solid. He had I don't think you could ask for much more. You could ask for, he could have had 5 touchdown passes or something like that. But he did exactly, in my opinion, what the game plan was. And they said with Cam being as solid as he is, and we're still needing to get him reps, let's not pull him out and let him continue to run the ball. Well, run the ball, I say, but I'm meaning continue to control the game and be the quarterback of the team. What he did say about P.J. Walker and his contemplation for playing P.J. as the helicopter flies over. No, Lawrence, she's going to come. Wait till we're done the show. But toward the end of the game, fourth quarter, when we had the point, and we could talk about this as well, when he was going to punt the ball instead of going for it on the fourth down with, I think, just under 4 minutes to go in the game. He thought about having P.J. Walker come in at that point and run the 2-minute offense because P.J. Walker has more experience. Like he said, Cam knows it. He wants to say, like, Cam knows it. But just from an experience standpoint, P.J. has run it more times than Cam. And he thought about doing it at that point. But as you saw, they went ahead and stuck with Cam Newton. And you know what? Do you have any questions? Let's get a few questions from the YouTube.
Okay, let's see.
And then we'll
Isaac Irvin said, close one team. Ollie said, hello. Very disappointed the defense didn't play as well. I would have to agree. Today, the defense didn't play like they typically do. However, I wouldn't say they played bad.
Yeah. I was going to jump in and say, like, our defense didn't play like lights out, spectacular, number one best team in the league. But they did play very, very solid because, again, you didn't see any big chunk plays by Washington. They did really the same thing that Carolina did. They just nipped and nipped. Now, they did have a little bit stronger passing attack. They did go vertical a few more times than us. But outside of that, they still did the same thing that we did, just, a little bit. And I'm not upset about it. It can happen at some point. And it was, it was a game that still came down to the final possessions, having us a chance to win. So defense, now they did have some, I was going to say penalties, but no, offense, I think, had the bigger penalties in the game. We had these holding penalties, like offensive line holding penalties. And I know one of the last ones with Taylor Moton. I don't know, did you see it from the press? Like after he held, he just walked back, saying like, I know. Well, you can't hear me when I walk back, but the offensive holding penalties did hurt us a little bit. But our game plan with running the ball was very, very efficient. I can probably glance here at the stats. I think Christian was averaging almost 6 yards per carry. So again, it just was different to look at optically, but it was a pretty good game plan in my opinion.
I agree. Let's see. Ollie said, how do you think Cam played? I think we probably answered that. You asked us that earlier, but we thought he did pretty good.
Yeah, Cam looked good. He looked good. Again, he was 21 for 27, had a great passer rating, did not turn the ball over. For some reason, I felt like people were just waiting for him to throw that interception. Like, the old Cam. But, even if he had to throw that one, it was, it was close. It was tipped and things like that. So Cam played extremely well. Played better than Sam Darnold by far. It's like Sam came out playing lights out, made him pretty excited. Then Sam just went bye-bye, right? So Cam Newton today, he didn't come lights out like Sam did when he first played those games, throwing over 300 yards, but he played a very turnover-free, controlled game, and I think, this was good. This was a good game.
It was.
Just didn't have enough.
Let's see. Next question. Oh, my goodness. Locks pain. Let's see.
You can skip over some people.
He says that I need to go home and put my hair up.
Oh.
Because he said earlier.
He's a hair up.
I guess I look different. I guess we'll see. Let's see. Can you breathe in your suit?
Man, can I? Look, I look. Let me show you guys.
He looks fly.
Let me show you guys.
Let him show you.
Take the mic. You can sit right there. I look.
Say I look fly. I look good.
No, I can't. I'm not that cool.
You gotta sing it.
I can't. You can sing it for me.
I look fly. I look good.
Yes, I can breathe in my suit. And I couldn't wait to put this one on. We talked about this pregame. I actually got a compliment inside the press box. So, you guys want to give Lauren some love, which I'm not mad at the love.
Really look,
but
I look like I'm a frozen little icicle today.
I hold my own when it comes to dressing up on Sundays. You do.
All right, let's see. Everybody's mad. They don't want to be on here. Yeah, I know. Venomous says Washington could have, controlled the ball possession and converted when they shouldn't have.
Yeah, I was going to look up the time of possession, and I will get to that before the end of the show to talk about the pen. You said let you say something?
This one. I said Cam wasn't the answer, but I'm going to shut up. I never thought, literally in a million years, that they would have brought Cam back. I just did not think it was an option. I didn't think it was possible. But he is a million times better than Sam Darnold, and I'm so thankful we have him. I'm just going to leave it at that.
1 million.
And shout out to PJ because he's good too. he did good in Arizona. So
Yeah.
I just want to give him a little credit where credit's due.
You can continue to hold the mic. You want to hold it? I mean, I
No.
want to talk, but
Go ahead.
All right. You want me to hold the
No,
mic?
you can talk.
Hey. So, a few things. Christian McCaffrey. Again, I told you guys we're going to be a little scattered today because we want to go live immediately afterwards because I know people hate when we lose and you guys start to fade out. We don't want you to fade out before tuning into our show. Christian McCaffrey, I talked about him earlier, having almost 6 yards per rush. And by the way, so I asked Coach about the snap. I don't know if you saw it. Lauren's job during the game is have her face down on Twitter and be tweeting. So she may miss some things. So if you guys wonder why I'm asking, it's because of that. But did you see the play earlier when Christian took basically a direct snap from the shotgun?
Oh, yeah. When he threw you're talking about when
It was
he
a low snap.
Yeah.
So I asked Coach, like, what was that? Because it kind of Christian that guy's a good athlete. Because you know what?
He's the human cheat code.
If you weren't prepared for the ball to come to you, you know, you're thinking you're going to run here. You're going to look to see where you're going. But he had the quickness and vision to see that the ball was coming a little towards him and low, and it wasn't even his play. And he grabbed it without it even touching the ground and ran the ball. So Coach Rule said, no, that was not a design direct snap to Christian McCaffrey. It was a good play that was supposed to go to Cam Newton. And then he maybe I don't know if he said what the play was going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be like a read option because I feel like Christian did have a little bit of heads up that he was going to be going that way and that had him run to the ball. But Christian McCaffrey is the fastest player to reach 3,000 yards receiving, 3,000 yards receiving. Did I say the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, 3,000 yards rushing. I think he did it in 57 games.
Wow.
That he did. That's the fastest player in the NFL to do so. Followed behind, you want to guess who maybe he's currently playing right now. He's in our division. That's a big tip for you. Alvin Kamara is the person
of course, on the Saints.
that was second. But so Christian McCaffrey is a darn good football player.
Want me to go over some more? Or you got more?
I got some more I want to talk about. And then we'll go ahead and do that. Well, I talked about the penalties. Let's talk about that fourth down. Toward the end of the game, I know it was under 4 minutes. I don't think it was under 3 minutes. They were right down there at about the 30-some yard line. And, you know, Coach said, let's punt the ball. So the offense started to run off the field. And what did you hear?
Timeout.
Well, you heard some boos first. You heard some boos, and then you heard a timeout. And they decided to go ahead and keep the ball, go for it on fourth. Unfortunately, Christian McCaffrey was just a hair short on that, and we ended up turning the ball over. So why did he pull the team off? Drum roll.
I can't use both of my arms.
Oh, yeah. Lawrence hurt.
One arm.
If you guys haven't heard, Lawrence hurt. Shoulder was like torn, dislocated.
Bad shoulder right now.
It was like dangling, but you know what? In true football spirit, she's out here with that arm dangling. She's going to be in a sling afterwards. Right. But analytics, you know, David Tepper, one of the coaches, having analytics. They use a lot of analytics on this team. And he said, hey, the analytics say go for it there. I'm sorry, not go for it. Punt the ball there. He called the timeout. He thought about it. He said he wanted to give these guys a chance to win or lose the game. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Where they lost the game. He didn't come on top. But I appreciate the effort.
Me too.
Because, you know, Ron Rivera was out there. He got his nickname Riverboat Ron. He was out there riverboating today, going for it on fourth. And then, you know, the Joey Sly effect. We talk about the Cam Newton effect. Joey Sly has got a job. He's now with the Washington Redskins.
I chuckled because I chuckled the Washington football team. I chuckled because when I was walking out, I was just thinking, and I was walking right by the opposing team's locker room, and I saw Joey Sly walk out, and I just couldn't help but think of all the kicks he missed for us, the field goals.
You didn't say hi to Joey?
No, I didn't.
Like personally, not football wise. I like Joey.
No, I know he is a good guy. I just in my head, it was bad in my head. I thought I would just
player wise.
It was just ingrained in my head that all those missed field goals. I was like, but it's okay. I'm happy for him. He did good today. So
yeah, it was kind of interesting to see the Joey Sly effect on the other side because they were. I don't know. It would have been like about a 50-some yard field goal. They went to pretend like they were going to go for it on fourth down and trying to get us to jump off sides. When we didn't jump, they went ahead and punted the ball. And I said, that's Joey Sly. He's earned the opportunity to be at the Washington football team, but he has not yet obviously got the trust of Coach Ron Rivera to kick those long field goals, which is what that's what he's known for, this big, strong, and he's a strong, pie looking dude. But, yeah. He came out happy today, I'm sure, as he got the victory.
He looked happy. All the guys leaving that locker room looked really happy. Let's see. Seems like they picked on Dante Jackson today.
So, yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about that. Now, Dante was matched up against, I forget his name. I think it might have been number 17. Please forgive me with that exact detail. But it did seem like Dante was going to have his work cut out for him today.
Mm-hmm.
I think he actually did well. I know the guy got him one time
Uh-huh.
going deep. I think it was like a post on that side of the field. And there was another player who was going to get mad at Dante, like, oh, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But Dante actually, I mean, hey, he's a captain.
Mm-hmm.
He's an athletic guy, and I think he held his own, didn't completely lock the guy down, but he did pretty good.
Yeah, he did. Let's see. He missed C-Mac in the box office, though. Nice tie, Chris. Someone said.
Nice
Felix
tie.
said, nice tie.
Appreciate it.
And Felix, I agree with you. They just had an off day. It does happen. Absolutely happens. They've been so solid for us all year, so I would hate to see anybody talk badly about our defense because they're great. Just because they played a little bit off today, it's okay. Locksmain says Cam Bald. He did really well. This was a must-win game. It was, but, you win some, you lose some. We started off the season not very strong. And, I know as much as we needed that win, we did play like a pretty – compared to the first 3 or 4 weeks of the offensive line, they've improved incredibly, I think.
Tremendously. Yeah, you gotta like where this team is trending, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't like losses, but you like competitive games. You like the opportunity to say that we're going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Matt Rule seemed frustrated. He didn't like fuss, but he was doing this a lot, wiping his face, and he's kind of like, these guys, like, we're so close. That's my Matt Rule voice, but he's like, we're so close, and they are so close to turning the corner. But I think this was a very competitive game, and I got the time of possession up because I know we were talking about that, and we actually lost that battle, which we have been so good at all season in winning. Washington had about a 10-minute lead. We had 35 minutes. They had it for about 25 minutes. I hope that equals 60. It does, 35 and 25. So we lost the time of possession battle today to the Washington football team.
Yeah. Let's see. Taylor, I feel like we can make a push still.
Ooh, I almost cut off our live stream there.
Locke says his phone's about to die and I look like Rachel. I don't know who that is.
All right.
And Chris, grow a fro.
I told you guys I should grow a fro.
And that's the last thing we have.
All right, I got some more one to yap about before we get off, as we get ready to get off of here. There was a lot of talk this week about you handed me the mic. You can hand me. There was a lot of talk this week about whether or not not whether or not, but how much of an advantage Ron Rivera would have since he knows Cam Newton better than anyone else. Obviously would know him better than Matt Rule because Matt's only been with him almost 10 days now. And I think for the most part, there was no advantage to Coach Rivera knowing Cam so well.
10 weeks.
Did I say 10 weeks?
You said 10 days. You said 10 days.
I have a baby that still wakes up in the middle of the night. He's gotten a lot better.
I'm like, wait, has Matt Rule only been here for 10 days? No.
So I may say some things wrong, but that's why I have this co-host to help me out.
I'm here. Gotcha.
10 days Coach Rule has been with Cam Newton.
Yes.
There was one play today where I felt like Rivera out-coached and coached properly, which was, I think it was, I don't know if it was a 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1, but it was something short near the middle of the field. And of course, what would you expect? Cam Newton's going to just do a sneak up the middle. And I think during the week, he said, guys, trust me, I know this better than anyone. When I tell you 4th and 1, you guys need to jam up there and stuff the middle. You guys need to do it. And they stuffed him like extremely well on I don't know if it was a 3rd and 1. I don't think it was a 4th and 1 type of play. And I say, you know what? I feel like that was Coach Rivera during the week saying, hey, I'm telling you guys, push when it's 3rd and 1 because they're going to go to Cam. I think it was another opportunity where it was short and we actually did a loop out. And, that was, to me, give Brady some props for knowing that, okay, maybe they know that Cam's going to rush the ball. They're pretty stout on the defense. Let's go ahead and go outside to get a short gain on a 3rd down, and they were able to do so. Let's see if I have any other notes that I want to talk about before we get out of here. You can tell me if any questions are coming.
I don't see
anything from the game today that you observed and you want to talk about?
I thought it was a pretty solid game on both sides of the ball. Offensively and defense. The defense struggled a little bit, but I feel like Washington played a great game. We played a decent game. It wasn't great, but I don't know. I'm not like angry today. I know as much as like everyone wants us, we needed this win. We did, but I feel like they both put their hearts out like on the field and wore them on their sleeve. So
you want me to be an optimist?
Okay.
You want me to give you some good news? You know what our division record is?
Mm,
2-0. You know what today's loss meant for our division? Nothing. So we can still win the division and make the playoffs, right? That's you always look to say first win your division, and then you take care of the rest. So we're 2-0. This was not a division loss, so that is a good thing. We play next week Miami. All right, that's again not.
Is it Miami or Tampa?
I think we play Miami next week.
No, because Tampa's
the
last
later.
3 weeks.
Yeah, we play Miami next week, and then whether or not we make the playoffs starts after that. We have a bye week, and then we play the Buffalo Bills as well in that last part after our bye week.
Oh, in Buffalo.
Yep, in Buffalo, and then we have 2 games against Tampa. We have a game against the Saints still, and we have a game against that's right, Tampa twice, Saints once. So we played Atlanta. Oh, we got Atlanta. Man, I'm forgetting stuff. But we got a lot of division games left. So as long as we continue to improve, we still have a pretty good opportunity to make it at that point. Hey, are you going to do the live show tomorrow? I'm not sure you can.
I don't think I'm going to be able to.
All right. So tomorrow we'll go live at 7:30. No, I'm sorry, 7 o'clock Eastern time. My show, Ask Me Your Carolina Panther Questions. For all those that didn't tune in because you guys had a chance to rest and now want to talk about it, please be sure to join me. And if you like this post-game live show,
let us know.
Let us know.
I was hoping we'd say the same thing at the same time, but it didn't work out.
Because we got one mic.
We got one mic.
Let us know, like Lauren said, and we will try our best to continue to shift things around and go for the live show. We love interactive media. We love talking to you and answering your questions instead of just blabbering. So let us know in the comments. And I don't have a special guest for tomorrow. I don't think I have anything else. I have an interview that I did with Jermaine Carter. That interview will air on Tuesday. Really good interview. Very, very fun guy.
Cool.
Big family that he has, by the way. You know everything, don't you?
I just have a little bit of inside scoop kind of knowledge.
I'm gonna let you guys in on the secret. Lauren is the true source. She knows a ton. She's gonna start to let it out eventually. But Lauren, do you know Jermaine?
JC?
See, I call him Jermaine. She says JC.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna stop myself.
You know he has a baby?
Yes.
You know the baby's name?
Training camp. I already saw him. It's a boy, right? I think it's a boy. I'm pretty sure. I just remember seeing his girlfriend with their baby at training camp every single day.
She was at the game today.
Cool.
He told me that, because we were talking. He's like,
I would assume she'd go to every game.
The baby didn't come though.
Aww.
The baby's like
mom's night out or mom's day out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Both lights just went out. Actually, we're done. Unless you had anything else. Did you have anything else?
No, let's just say hi to. Are you guys married? No. Chris is married to Mrs. Charlotte.
I have a ring, but she doesn't. You think if we'd be married and she wouldn't wear a ring? I'm not that kind of guy. If I'm married to you, you're wearing a ring. I am married. Lauren's not married, but she is taken.
I am taken. So hopefully I'll have a ring soon. Let's see. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Like the live show, hit the like button. Thank you. And hello, Chris Johnson.
What's up, Chris Johnson? Hey, we didn't have any super chats today. I'm not going to get on you guys about that. I still love you. But you know what? The most important thing for you to do, hit the like button. That helps us do the interviews and player stuff you guys love to see. Hit the subscribe button. And if you also enjoy these live shows, hit the notifications. That way you can know when to come on with us. I'm going to give the mic to you as I stop the show.
All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night and try to enjoy it. Can see